President Biden is saying farewell ahead of the incoming Trump administration. Washington correspondent John Decker has the president's heartfelt goodbye and his warning about misinformation.
President Biden, in a speech from the Oval Office, delivering his farewell address, capping 4 years in the White House and 5 decades in public service. In what will likely be his final primetime address, President Biden spoke initially about his view of what the United States represents to the world.
Our system of separation of powers, checks and balances, it may not be perfect, but it's maintained our democracy for nearly 250 years, longer than any other nation in history that's ever tried such a bold experiment.
The president also touted some of his accomplishments, including passage of the bipartisan infrastructure law, combating climate change, and the CHIPS Act, but he acknowledged that Americans may not yet appreciate his many contributions.
You know, it will take time to feel the full impact of all we've done together. But the seeds are planted, and they'll grow and they'll bloom for decades to come.
Biden also warned Americans of what he called the tech-industrial complex.
Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power.
With just days until the inauguration of Donald Trump, President Biden thanked service members, Vice President Harris, and his family, and said he's committed to a peaceful, orderly transfer of power.
And I wish the incoming administration success, because I want America to succeed. That's why I've upheld my duty to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition of power, to ensure we lead by the power of our example.
President Biden leaves office with the lowest public approval of his presidency. He'll be on hand as Donald Trump is sworn in on Monday as America's 47th president. At the White House, I'm John Decker.